Here, not a bit of truth. Now we go talk about some things with the supposedly serial killer in Long Island. Yeah, we go get into that. Remember, I told you recently about them bringing back the concept of serial and supposedly spree killers back on the masses. And remember this, just in case you don't understand what's going on. All those serial killing is fakery from the government, 100%. They act like these people go deranged or they have this double life and they're going out there killing people. Now, these one they're telling you about is all prostitute. Remember, they have one already supposedly, some killer in New York back in the days that they tell you only kill prostitutes. And they tell you that you have some kind of beef with them. We're going to get into this right here and see what they're talking about with this new serial killer in New York or Long Island. Let's get into it and break it down. Just make it run. See what it say? The Long Island Ripper. Wow, I told you. All of these fake killings and fake serial killers that they have a special name for them right there. The Long Island Ripper. Pay attention to this fakery right here. Bam on.
Just thinking about it sends a chill up my spine.
Of course,
fakery. Right now, a serial killer is stalking his next victim in New York City.
Of course, they know people, and these are just drama. TV shit for the dumb masses. Later on, they give you a movie or a TV show about it. Just like the supposedly Ripper John the supposed Jack the Ripper and all of these other people that they give you, they all made up. You understand? The supposedly BTK killer, all made up shit. 100%. And they give the police and investigators, FBI's, a lot of credit when it comes to these fake shit. Pay attention.
Waiting, ready to strike.
Of course you know.
No one's sure how many women he's murdered, but more bodies are turning up by the day.
You hear that? More bodies turning up by the day, and they're 100% sure that it's the same people doing the killings. That's why they call it a serial killer and give him a name. The Long Island Ripper. Pay attention.
The killer uses the internet to plan each move and lure his victims.
And that's bullshit. Everything you do on the internet, you're being tracked. This is how I know these things is fakery, people. 100% fakery. You can't start no victim or get your victims online. You understand? On the internet, because you're being tracked on the internet no matter where you go. Especially if you think you're being in the dark web and they're not watching you. That's where they're actually watching you. It's controlled by the same CIA and FBI agents. You understand? Pay attention.
Modern, methodical psychopath.
Listen.
But for the man they've dubbed the Long Island Ripper, murder isn't enough. He's taken to taunting his victims' families in the cruelest way possible.
How could he do that, people, and still stay uncaptured? How can you supposedly be stalking the victims, the supposedly victims' peoples? How can you do that? This is bullshit for the masses. Like I say, only TV shows, things that they made up sound like this. Listen.
New York City and its iconic skyline. As cities go, this concrete metropolis is the star.
And you don't understand, there's a reason why it got to be New York or California. You understand, those big cities, Chicago or them places, they're gonna supposedly be showing you these serial killers. It's 100% fake. What they're gonna do, have Diane Sayers and them interview him? You better wake your ass up. It's fake shit.
But down in the shadows of those soaring skyscrapers right now, hidden among the Big Apple's 8 million residents.
It's a reason why they call it the Big Apple. You understand? The apple is the biblical apple they mentioned. You have to remember that. Just like the Apple phone with the bitten apple, it's government control your shit right here. You understand? All of them is in on it. They're using the coding for the masses destruction.
He's a ruthless, calculating serial killer.
So far, police have discovered the skeletal remains of 9 and possibly 10 victims on this
You hear that, people? 9 or 10 supposedly victims, and they know it connected to the same killer. What do you think? Pay attention.
2 more women. One has the latest shocking find along Ocean Parkway. The second discovery of human remains in just a few hours.
They tell them about human remains. That's what they find. Human remains, people. That means they find a piece of a body. Not exactly a whole body, but human remains. Listen.
Is planning these things out, and that makes him extremely dangerous.
You hear that, people? This is one thing you need to understand about serial killer that they give you. They're so smart, they can commit all of these murders, and then they're so dumb when they get caught. Do you understand that? The BTK killer, he been around forever, killing people who take a break, and all of a sudden, he on his church computer, taunting the police, so they can track him down and find him. Do you believe that? That's another hoax, people. Any one of them that you see set up in these ways, the so-called serial killer is fakery. 100% is devil work right here. They're nourishing right here on earth.
This is an individual who has this whole thing thought out and thought through.
See?
How he's going to do it,
See?
where he's going to.
How do you know all of that? They always have to give them the most praise, people. And like I say, when they get caught, they're going to look like the dumbest thing ever. Again.
Where he's going to get rid of the body.
New York is where the serial killer preys on his victims, and this is where he dumps the bodies.
Wow.
Windswept bush and driftwood beaches
Same
of Long
place?
Island.
The same place he dump all the bodies? Listen.
It's an easy drive from the madness of Manhattan, an ideal weekend getaway. But it's now taken on a sinister new identity, with the discovery of bones, body parts,
You hear that?
and shallow graves.
Bones, body parts, and shallow grave. So it's supposed to be. I'm going to get to it in a minute, people. So this murderer right here doing all of this shit by himself? Wow. So what he do? He cut up the body and toss them around right here in Long Island? Tell the truth, people. If you believe this, let me know. This is garbage. 100%. And like I said, they always make stars. I putting out these serial killers. He gonna be a supposed star, people. You have to remember that. Just like Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, and all of them that they make movies often glorifying them. Interview after interview with no security. You never understand what's going on.
Teams of searchers painstakingly hunted for victims of the serial killer, whose work has stumped investigators since the first 4 grisly finds in the...
So far, 11 bodies.
Look what they're doing, people. They're sieving, just like they show you that they're looking for dinosaur bones. They're sieving out to find human remains. You believe it, people? What a dumb shit. And they find 11 bodies right there. One man did it. What a dumb shit for the masses.
Discovered. 4 of them now officially listed as victims of this serial killer that's been dubbed the Long Island Ripper.
And look at these faces that they show you, because you have to understand, they don't exist. Computer generated image. You have to remember that. AI, for the simple term, AI create these things right here. And they can create millions of photos that don't really appear a person. You have to understand that they can create these photos with the AI and show it to the masses. These people is not real.
But today's hunt uncovered more remains, including a skull.
Listen.
When they found the bodies, we were actually watching TV, and they described, about 5 foot tall, and we looked at each other and just started crying. We knew it was her before we even got the official phone call.
Because it is fake with people. It's 100% fake shit.
It was confirmation of Lynn Barthelomew's worst fears. Her missing daughter Melissa was in fact a victim of this serial killer.
Look. How could they know, people, that it's the same person doing all these killings, people? They find supposedly human remains. I guess he have time to cut up the body and scatter them all over this place right here. You believe it? Wow.
What sort of a girl, a young woman was she?
Very energetic. She was always happy. She loved to do hair, and she graduated.
So is she not a sex worker? Listen.
Top of her school.
24-year-old Melissa Bartholomew
24, number 6 coding. All right.
in Buffalo, upstate New York. She dreamed of opening a beauty salon in her hometown, but not before she lived a little. Melissa packed her bags for the bright lights of the Big Apple.
The Big Apple.
What drew her to New York City?
She kind of got hooked. All that fast hustle and bustle, and she was like, wow, I can go down there and I can make a lot of money, and then I can come home and I can open my own salon and buy a house. That was her dream.
What is a dream?
Melissa did end up making a lot of money, but it was far from a dream. She became a stripper, then a call girl, a career she kept hidden from her mum.
You hear that? They call it a career. You understand? She dancing and also a sex worker. Okay, listen.
I was terrified that she was there because she was so tiny and, just such a loving person. I just thought the people would eat her alive.
Melissa advertised her services on Craigslist,
Look
a
at this
website.
right here, people. Craigslist, and I told you already, it's a government operation. All of those big shit that you see, even selling human beings on there, it's the same government people that give you the dark web, give you the Craigslist. And then all of a sudden fingers start pointing. No, they're selling human beings on there, human trafficking. You don't understand. It's government shit.
Sells everything, including sex.
There you go.
It seems this is how the Long Island Ripper found his victims,
Listen.
who were all escorts.
You hear that, people? So we have a Craigslist account. And this is how we find all of these hoes on Craigslist. Do you believe that, people? And the government don't know who it is already? No, people, you have to understand. These are stage event they got for the masses. Now, sometimes you have to look at it because people bring it up to my attention like, man, what if the government move these people, take them away and do wicked things with them or whatever, and then basically trying to build up a story like serial killers out there? Well, that's a possibility. That's a possibility that those people, could be real and the government actually remove them from the scene. But what they put together right here to show you is 100% lie. That's what you need to understand. So you find the deception in these stories, let you know that there is something else behind it. Not saying that the government don't human trafficking. That's what they do. But not with real, like with grown folks, for say. You understand? They really like to do kids, the babies. That's who they really like to traffic and move around, the innocent babies of this world. So therefore, there's no other way to look at it, but it's just a hoax. That's all it is. And like I say, they're going to make a puppet out of this bullshit. Pay attention, man. Go get to it.
Finding the bodies in this thick and tangled bush was both a blessing and...
Same bushes they find all the bodies in, people. So you just make one search, somebody tip you off or something, and you find this nest of bodies right here in the same area. Okay, let's listen.
Curse. Police now knew they were dealing with a serial killer, but there was no way he'd be returning to this spot. His secret dumping ground had been found.
Wow,
However,
okay, you hear that, people? His secret dumping ground is now found. Now I'm saying, people, if they're real investigators and real FBIs and police and they're doing the work right here, when you find the bodies and you find out that maybe this person dumping bodies down here regularly, why don't you just wait, don't say nothing, and see if you're gonna see him come back to another body there? Just take out, put a little, perimeter and stake it out. And wait for him to tow in another body, and then bam, you got him. Remember, these are supposed to be dead peoples. They're killing all these people. Yes, you can set up an operation to catch the person that towing the bodies down there before you ring the alarm. Because you telling the public about this right now don't make no damn difference.
investigators believe that in some way it might challenge him, make him more hungry to kill again.
So you hear that, people? After they find this location where they find all these dead people, yes, the killer gonna be more motivated to kill more people. Wow, listen.
Why do you think the Long Island killer targets prostitutes?
One of the hardest problems for a sexual murderer isn't the abduction, to get a woman, to get a victim to go along with him. In prostitution, that problem is eliminated because prostitutes will go along with anybody. That's part of their job description.
Wow, that's what you think? No, that's bullshit. But what you have to understand, this make the story easy to make up. To tell you that yes, it's prostitute that he killing. Yes, because it make it more easier to believe. Because prostitute will go with anybody. You see that? That's how they make up fake stories for the damn masses. And like I said, it's not the first time they tell you a serial killer in New York killing all these supposedly sex workers. Bullshit on.
Tonight, with suspected Long Island serial killer Rex Heuermann behind bars.
Bam. So there you go, people. Rex Heuermann is the new puppet on the scene. posing as a supposedly serial killer for the government. 100% fake shit on the masses. So there you go, people. They so-called capture him right here. Let's pay attention to how they got him. Bam.
Investigators poring over the suburban father
Listen,
and architect's
look
life.
at all of this shit right here, people. This show you that it is a hoax, and they calling him an architect. Pay attention. They dressed up in hazmat suit to basically search his home. Remember, the bodies was found in a field, supposedly. So what the fuck is they gathering up here in white suit for? It's trash, just for show.
I think
Look.
he was leading certainly a double life.
Of course, all of them, they're gonna tell you live a double life. And like I say, it's hard for the people to believe that shit when you can watch them 24/7. You're watching the masses. You keep a data on them and somebody that's on the internet recording these people to kill them, and you couldn't track him. You don't have no data on him. That's bullshit.
He had a series of burner phones, fictitious email accounts.
It's bullshit, people. And burner phone, how the fuck you gonna know if somebody burner phone? If it's a burner phone, how did you know it was his? You find them on him? How did they know about these burner phone, people? Phone with no basic track on it, no basic information on it. His information is not on the phone. That's why they call it a burner. How did they know he got several burners? Bam on.
Authorities surrounding Huerman
this.
Thursday night, arresting him outside his
So there you go, people. They surround him Thursday night, and look at the fucking footage. Take a look at the footage right here, people. You believed in these times they got this footage? Where did it come from? You better wake your ass up. No camera could take this footage in these times. You understand? They're sending you 8K photos from Mars. NASA showing you that shit from Mars. So why you get this photo on Earth? This is dumb right here. Fake shit for the masses.
office in Midtown
Look at
Manhattan.
this. Can
Later,
you recognize nothing? And like I said, these people is 100% fake. None of them missing or dead. It's fake shit.
charging him in the murders of Amber Costello, Melissa Barthel.
Listen to the name, people. What? Abbott and Costello? What a dumb shit for the masses. Look at these fake people that they're showing you. Look.
And Megan Waterman. For
Waterman. Megan Waterman. We know already that the Megan gonna single off something in the brain because all of them Megan is fakers and the masses 100%, and it look like one of them fake artists that they give you right there. But Waterman. Fake on. The name is fake. The face is fake.
Waterman's
Bam.
family, some hope.
It's not the end. It's just
Look at
really
this.
the beginning now, because now we
beginning.
have to get
Now
justice.
you on TV. Of course, it's the beginning. The beginning of the fakery right here on the masses.
Side of this.
Authorities say
One eye symbol right there.
Huerman is also the prime suspect in the murder of Maureen Brainerd
course
Barnes.
y'all know
All four
about
women in
Brainerd
their
Barnes.
20s, petite and sex workers, according to police.
Yeah, that
Their
they're all sex workers and only 4. Remember, they find over 11 bodies in that same spot. So you only give him 4? Remember, they're sure that it's one man do all of these killings. They find 11 bodies, they're only charging him at 4. How did they tie these 4 to him and not the rest of them? It's fake shit.
4 women in their 20s, petite and sex workers, according to police. Their bodies found in camouflage burlap in a wooded area of Gilgo Beach in
So what about the supposed body parts that you found? Is that them? You find these one wrapped up? Wow, people, what a dumb shit. And they're talking about Gilgo Beach. That's coding. That's a 33 coding, people. 100%. Type it in the numerology calculator and see what you get. The Gilgo Beach is coding. That's why they give it to you. Listen.
10.
Look at this right here, people. So what is this photo? They show you that foggy one, that foggy video with them supposed to be closing on him in the night. What is this right here, people? You better wake your ass up. It's fakery. As you can see, the orange cones pounds up right there. Freemasonry.
Is turning to advanced technology to help.
And another thing you need to understand, only TV characters, they cuff in front of them. Everybody they see get cuffed up in the street, get cuffed up behind them. All of these fake people, El Chapo, all of these people, Andrew Tate, all them got the cuff in front of them. Does he really cuffed up? It's fake shit for the dumb people.
Crack this cold case over a decade later.
What a lie.
Collecting DNA from this pizza crust in a trash.
Bam! There you go, people. They collect pizza crust from a trash can. That's how you give the police and the investigators, FBI and them, a lot of credit for fake shit. That's how you do it. So yes, people, a trash can in the middle of the street. This is where they show you at the fucking shit at in the street. And you find pizza crust in there, you match a DNA that tied to the murder, and you go pick up one man. It's bullshit. 100% bullshit for the masses.
Later, collecting DNA from this pizza crust.
Yes, and pizza also 33 coding. You think it's a coincidence they put it in this fake event? Pay attention here. How did they know that it was his pizza? Straight out of a damn movie. You understand that? What kind of DNA they find on the pizza? Bullshit.
Trash can outside Huerman's office that they say matched DNA from hair left on one of the victims.
Okay, match hair from one of the victims, but did you match his DNA? How did you tie it to him? You match his DNA? Go back.
Outside Huerman's office that they say matched DNA from hair left on...
Hold on here, people. They said this trash can is in his office right there. You believe it, people? First of all, they're showing you the pizza box on the table right there. And they show you this trash can right here. That trash can is an outside trash can. Nobody dumb. So you're telling us that this is the office? Wow, go back again.
To help crack this cold case over a decade later. Collecting DNA from this pizza crust in a trash can outside Huerman's office.
Okay, it's outside his office. Wow, people. That means this open to the public. You understand? This is a public trash can right here. See, you got the damn slide on the side. Pay attention
that
here.
They say matched DNA from hair left on one of the victims.
We are now to a point that you need an extremely small amount of DNA to come up with a DNA profile.
No, people, it's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. So they take your DNA and have it stored up in a data. Yes, most of the people give up their DNA, but they want to find their ancestors in the last world where you are damn blind sheep talking about you want to find your ancestors. If you don't know your ancestors, that will show you that you lost. Now you have to go to the people who control you for them to show you your ancestors. You're dumb. So now they have your information and all your DNA. They can tie you to any crime. And like I was saying, any courthouse, the jury gonna buy that shit because it's science supposedly. So yes, if they tell the jury that, yeah, the John Brown DNA was found on the scene of the crime, it's done. They let the dumb people believe in this DNA supposedly can match up people in crime and all that shit. Is bullshit. Wake your ass up. Stop giving them people credit for these fakery that they give you. Of course, it's going to make it look like they're investigating and they have all this technology. They can find DNA. It's trash. 100% bullshit.
Investigators also saying they're looking into his alleged activity on burner phones.
Look at this. His activity on burner phone. How did you tie the burner phone to him? When you pick him up, you find him with those burners? How did you tie the burner phone to him? The burner phone don't have his fucking name on it, people. That's why it's called a burner. It's a phone with no fucking info on it. Pay attention.
In his car, a Chevy Avalanche.
Of course, it's an Avalanche, another coding. Avalanche is another coding. 100% and 6'3" on there. No doubt.
Rosemarie Kafka lives around the corner from Huerman in Massapequa Park, Long Island. She says their daughters went to school together.
Look at these people. Why you have a smirk on your face in a tragic situation like this? I already told you. Why you think they do this for the news, people? Answer my question. Why they have to show these people who have nothing to do with the fucking crime or nothing, the incident, why you have to interview them? They're in hats and everything. Coding and everything, people. Why? It's all set up by the news. They're the one who brainwashing you with these fake stories.
Take the kids, trick-or-treating for Halloween.
Of
and
course,
by the
you have to mention trick or treat. And Halloween, that's what they do. They play tricks on the masses. Why you think they mention Halloween?
Got to this block.
Another coding.
It was just a bad vibe. So it was.
Look at this right here. There he is, black and white for Freemasonry. And somebody post up in this NY hat right there, coding number 6.
It's that vibe of something's not right.
Investigators are pulling potential evidence from Huerman's home to see if there's any connection to 6 other murders in the
Wow, so you see that, people? So which one of them the DNA time to? Okay, only couldn't time to 1. They charge him for 4, and now they still checking to time to the next 6. You believe that? It's all bullshit for the dumb masses. 100% in. Move.
This arrest, as you can imagine, sent shockwaves
Listen,
through
oh,
a quiet
shockwave.
Long Island neighborhood as police swarmed the suspect's home.
For what?
CBS 2's Dick Brennan live in Massapequa Park with reaction from his stunned neighbors. Dick?
Take a look at this right here, people. Now, not everybody in this world is smart. You have to admit that. You have more dumb people than smart people. They have more people in this world dumb. That's what it is. You understand? Now take a look at this and you tell me that it's not a stage event. Take a look at these characters post up in the back. You tell me what they're doing there. Remember, they tell you it's an investigation, an active investigation going on, even though they post up the 141 right there for your number 6. Take a look at these characters in the background. That's how they investigate. They just post up for the damn camera. What do you think, people? This is when they get their moment. Fake on.
Well, Christine, even at this late hour, police officers, troopers are here at the house still gathering evidence along with a crowd.
No, they're just gathering. They're not gathering no damn evidence. They gather up right there for the fakery to make it look believable to the dumb people watching it on TV. Again.
Onlookers, many that have been here all day long,
Where's the onlookers?
having a kind of fascination and fear of
Yeah,
what happened
fascination and
here.
fear.
And now, following the story their whole lives, only to see it literally unravel right in their backyards.
Listen to this.
Into the night, people in Massapequa Park did their
Look
best
at
to
this.
get a glimpse of the home of the suspected serial killer
Wow, people, they want to get a glimpse of the home, so they gather around just to get a glimpse of the home of the serial killer. So you see that right there, people? Just like they would have do with an artist or a singer, a movie star. You understand? You got it on that. Why do you find it so interested to see this house? Bullshit. Bullshit.
right in their midst.
It's creepy, really. I mean,
Yes, and there you go. Of course, it's creepy. Like I said, once you see them interviewing these people randomly, supposedly it's fakery. One eye symbol right there for the CBS. You can tell they worship the
the
devil.
house. I mean, he kind of stands out, but it's creepy. It's weird. It's a quiet town.
Hold on here.
I mean, he kind of stands out,
Turn
but
around the hat.
it's
What's on the hat? Wow, these people is fucking dumb on the masses, man. If you think we're gonna believe this shit right here, move.
it's creepy. It's weird. It's a quiet town.
Look.
Everyone knows each other. Nothing really
Yes, you
goes
see
on.
that?
So
And that's the towns they always pull off these in. Small towns. All of them Freemasonry. That's what you need to understand. It's easy for them to pull off these shits, bring it to the rest of the world, and they
it
buy
was
it.
surprising to hear and kind of scary. I was like, holy crap.
Look at this right here.
Unbelievable right now, town.
James Pagano couldn't believe when he heard the name of the
Orange
suspect
shirt.
because he went to high school
Listen.
with Rex Heuermann.
Of course,
He
people.
was
Of course, he went to high school with him right here. Pay
very
attention.
quiet,
Pink shirt, I
dark,
should say.
kept to himself, and extremely intelligent.
Listen,
very
of course,
smart.
he intelligent
So
and
just who
smart.
is
Take a look at this right here, people. Look like a woman right there in plain sight. A mask-looking face right here like he got on a mask, taking a selfie. I guess he used this to catch the people online. What a dumb shit for the masses. You believe in it, people? Again, they're giving you another puppet on the
Heuermann,
scene.
he grew up on Long Island, but he worked in Midtown, an architect who ran a company called RH Consultants and
Yes,
Associates.
he running a company. You believe that, people? He running a company
How you doing?
in Long
Good to see
Island.
you.
Look,
YouTuber Antoine
Watch
Amira,
this.
who runs a page called Bonjour Realty, interviewed Heuermann about his work a year ago.
okay, you think that's a coincidence while they have YouTube video with him? You don't get it, people. It's just a game. They're always gonna do these things, and in the same clothing that they're supposed to be picking him up in. You don't get it. It's just a show. Pay
What has
attention.
this job taught you about yourself?
I think it's taught me more about how to understand people.
Really what stood out
Listen.
is his attention to details. He
You
was
hear that?
very knowledgeable, very detail-oriented.
All right.
Amira told us Heuermann had a distinct physical presence.
Intimidating, no. Imposing, yes, very, very imposing. He is a head above me, a very large person. I still
Yeah, that
remember.
he large, people. He big. But what I want to understand is why would he come right here as a serial killer? Why did he go on this supposedly YouTube page and taking an interview? Why would he do that as a serial killer living a double life? What if those people that he messing with online in the next life spot him right here? You don't get it, people. This is bullshit. And like I said, that's how they're gonna sell a serial killer. He's so fucking smart that they couldn't catch him for years. But he's dumb enough to let them catch him by DNA and a damn pizza.
I think it's taught me more about how to understand people.
Really was stood out is his attention to details. He was very knowledgeable, very detail-oriented.
Amira told us Heuermann had a distinct physical presence.
Intimidating, no. Imposing, yes, very, very imposing. He is ahead above me, a very large person. I still remember his handshake when we met.
What?
Very strong.
Wow, you hear that, people? They have to tell you that he's very strong. That's the reason why he overcome those females, those sex workers, and kill them. He big and strong. No, people, he look fat and slow to me. Yes, when you're big, that don't mean that you're strong. Not because you have a big old belly shooting out, that don't mean you're strong. Get the hell out of here. Bam.
From ABC7 New York.
Watch this right here. Pay attention.
Found in Oak Beach, and police believe there may be other bodies out there.
Yeah, and Liz, this is the barrier island to the south of the town of...
So this right here is basically a recap of them supposedly telling you about these dead bodies that they found, which was all hoax to head up to this supposedly capturing of the Rex serial killer is fake shit. 100% government operation. You got to understand, 33 on the degree and 6'3" right there on the time. By the way, the ABC is also 33 are the number 6 coding right there. Pay attention.
Extensive search that goes on for a good mile along the bay here south of the town of Babylon. You can see
that people south of the town of Babylon. They have to bring Babylon in it. You have to understand this is how they do it, all coding.
I'm seeing investigators there, and then Tony, if you want to come back out, you can see behind me, and then clear up the beach right here. There are multiple outposts here where they're right now sifting through the sand and looking for human remains.
They're sifting through the sand looking for human remains. So there are body parts just sprinkled on the damn beach. So they're sieving off the sand to find it. It's garbage.
Right now that they can confirm, in the last couple of days, they have found 2 bodies. We believe skeletal remains. One on Saturday, one today, and we're told possibly more.
So I guess this place is so isolated, these bodies there, till they come skeletons and remains before they found them. You believe this? Okay.
There sure were more. It's hard to imagine. Surreal, in fact, that it's...
Bam. Surreal. That's a word they have to mention in fake shit. Just remember that I tell you. The word surreal meaning that it's fake shit for the masses. It's not real. It's surreal.
12 and a half years since I stood on the beach in the bitter cold. That was December of 2010. Now here we are in July of 2023, and I'm standing in front of the home of a suspected serial killer.
People, they have a big old event at the supposed serial killer home. Everybody line up there. You believe it? Everybody in the background post up for the camera. Watch this.
We're live in Massapequa Park, Long Island. This is Eyewitness News Extra Time. We're glad you're joining us for this special edition of our streaming show tonight when we are talking about the Gilgo Beach serial killer, the Gilgo Beach murders. 10 sets of human remains which were discovered in gruesome fashion along the Ocean Parkway, which spans between Jones Beach and...
Gruesome fashion. You find pieces of bodies. Okay, gruesome fashion. All right.
Robert Moses State Park, 13 years ago, practically. Now, we can show you exclusive video that Eyewitness News just obtained.
Look at this, people. Exclusive video. They show you him in a crowd of people. Watch this right
last
here.
night in Midtown Manhattan, when the suspect in at least as many as 4 of those killings.
Why, people? I'm going to ask you a question. Why they need to do this? They know where we live and everything. They know where we have is at to find the damn pizza crust. I'm saying, why arrest him outside? Why you don't go to his office and take him out? Why wait till he walking into a crowd with this foggy fucking video that they show you? Fake on.
Was finally,
Look,
after all this
there
time,
you go,
taken
people.
into
Look.
custody. 59-year-old Rex Hoyerman.
How much?
After all this time taken into custody. 59-year-old Rex
59.
Hoyerman, who is an architect in the city, but lives here in Massapequa Park, went without incident with Suffolk and state police investigators, a whole task force, who have actually, we are told now, been tracking him for months.
Bam. They're tracking him for months and they end up picking him up in a crowd of people. You believe that? That's bullshit. That's not how the FBI work, people. Why would they wait for him to be in a crowd of people first before they go cuff him up or approach him? Why they didn't approach him at home? Since they watch him so long, they know exactly where he live, what time he go home, what time he left work and everything, what time he go to work. Why they don't pick him up right there in one of those facilities? They pick him up on the street in the crowd of people. It's bullshit.
Mugshot now, as he was
Fake
booked
shit, and
into the
that's no
Suffolk
damn
County
mugshot.
Jail.
What is this he got on? A bulletproof vest? Only fakers, they put that shit on. You have to remember, they don't care about no damn criminal or no killer enough to put him in a damn bulletproof vest. And who gonna shoot him? While he take the mugshot, who gonna shoot him? Come on.
He was arraigned on murder charges involving 3 of the Gilgo victims, and a 4th is likely as well. Eyewitness News reporter Stacey Sager was in court for Hoyerman's first appearance today.
Let's see the court, people. Let's see the court.
He was taken to court this afternoon and said nothing to reporters. But Rex Hoyerman did tell his defense attorney he denies all the charges.
He denied all the charges.
That he did say, as he was in tears, was, I didn't do this.
He was in tears. Why don't they show it, people? Okay, let's see.
But local, state, and federal authorities on Long Island outlining today years of quiet evidence collection leading to an indictment.
No, people, they tell you it's a quiet evidence collecting and they tell the whole wide world. They just flash back and show you this dude talking about Babylon and he talking about all the bodies that they found the whole time, 13 years ago. So how could they be secretly collecting these remains? This bullshit, people. Wake up.
Against Hoyerman for at least 3 Gilgo murders. That of Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello.
Wow.
And they say Rex Hoyerman is likely to be charged in a 4th, the murder of Maureen Brainard Barnes. The pattern?
All the women were bound at the head,
Hear that?
at the midsection.
They was bound at the head and the midsection. That's bullshit. First of all, you say you find human remains. Wow, I don't get it, people. Unless I'm lost with these words that they're using. So what happened, people? They find a skeleton that tie up? That bound by the head and around the waist? Is bullshit. Wake your ass up.
The chest and later at the legs. They were bound by burlap. The burlap was camouflage burlap used to purposely hide the bodies.
You hear that, people? He purposely hide the body in camouflage. I guess those 3 victims or 4 that they wanted to charge him for, those was all wrapped up in the same camouflage. You believe it, people? Unbelievable dumb shit.
Indictment against him reading like a movie thriller.
Look,
saying
bam, like a movie trailer. Like I don't tell you, people, I never miss. It's a movie they're putting together. This is how they do it. It's gonna be on TV. TV shows and movies they're making right here. This puppet right here gonna be on and somebody gonna play him. You get it?
Hoyerman used at least 7 burner phones.
How did
phones
you know?
he would toss after his alleged crimes.
Okay, so he tossed the phones after he commit the crime. How did you know about the phone? Huh? He put it beside the body? What a dumb shit for the masses. And there you go, people. He take a burner phone, he taking pictures in it and then he throw it away. He don't destroy it. He throw it away. That means they have it. And there go the selfie on it. You believe it, people? Like I said, this is a fake character right here looking at.
But not before taking selfies like these to find his victims.
There you go.
Federal investigators were tracking the cell phone activity to 4 separate towers around.
How could you track those cell phones? Did you find him with it? They burner phones. Okay, man.
Area of Massapequa Park, where they converged today. But they say Hoyerman was positively ID'd back in March of 2022. First, after a witness described him, then a description matching his Chevy pickup truck.
Okay.
Then data listing his address in the so-called box.
When, people? In 2022 and you still didn't pick him up yet and you didn't catch him throwing away a body? Why did you wait so long? Oh, okay, you was waiting for the pizza crust. Okay, all right.
Here, Massapequa Park, where all the cell calls were being traced.
Rex Sherman
All
is
the
a
cell
demon
calls was being traced.
that walks among us.
What phone was you tracing, people? What phone? What? How did they know about these 7 burners and tracing them, people? Wow.
A predator that ruined families.
But there is more work to do. Other victims not linked to Heuermann, their families also at court today.
Even some of them with no pictures, people. They just show you a figure right there. What a dumb shit for the masses. That look like a little baby right there. That one was a sex worker, and also him, the one that you just draw right there. What a dumb shit, people. Wow.
Closure, but hopeful.
Full justice is all the cases being closed.
There needs to be far more investigation, and maybe the dam will have broken with this fellow.
And remember, there are at least 6 other Gilgo victims.
Of course,
Investigators
6.
have long...
They're charging him for 3 and 6 left. All called in for the masses.
We're going to turn now to new details on the architect and dad accused of being a serial killer on Long Island. We're learning how police tracked him down after more than a decade. Aaron Katursky is in Massapequa, New York with the latest. Good morning, Aaron.
Michael, good morning to you. Police are still here at the house. Overnight, they searched a storage unit nearby. They're looking for clues to solidify the case and see if they can tie the suspect. This morning, the suburban dad accused of being a serial killer is locked up, charged with murdering 3 women he allegedly solicited for sex more than a decade ago.
You hear that, people? They know exactly what happened when they just bring him in. They ain't talking to him yet. They're just bringing him in, and they know exactly how he solicitate them. You believe that for sex? I told you it's made up. How did they know all of that before they talk to him, people? The other side is dead. The other party is dead. How did he know the transaction, these police? Get out of here. They ain't talked to the killer yet. Come on.
Very important to get this person off the streets. 59-year-old Rex Heuermann pleading not guilty after he was charged with killing Melissa Bartholomew, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello, and suspected of killing Maureen Brainerd Barnes. Their bodies found wrapped in burlap in December 2010 along Gilgo Beach.
December 2010, people. From 2010, basically. I said 2010, but yes, that's it, people. In 2010, they find these bodies and they take them up to 13 years. And they come up with this guy right here that they was watching the whole time. You believe it? Wow, unbelievable.
Detectives spent the weekend pulling evidence from his home, including trash bags and a filing cabinet and
from 13 years ago, you take up trash bag? Wow. Unbelievable, people. I guess they're going to see if the trash bag match with the ones that the body was in. 13 years after? Why you take the trash bag? Okay, let's listen.
Including trash bags and a filing cabinet and weapons seen in this
filing cabinet, people? And who did he shoot? Did he shoot one of these people? Or did he kill them? Okay.
DailyMail.com photo. Prosecutors say Heuermann had 92 gun permits. They also say he was...
Can you believe that, people? 92 show up as a called in. But I'm going to ask you a question. He got 92 gun permit? Wow. So these serial killing that he was doing with all these sex workers, did he shoot them? Okay.
A double life.
He had a series of burner phones, fictitious email accounts, and...
What is fictitious email account? What does that mean? What is that dumb shit for the masses, man? So you tell me that he have some fake supposed email address that he used to lower these prostitutes in? Wow, people, which part of this story is believable? None of it. The whole thing is a trash story.
He definitely bifurcated his life as to, what he did behind closed doors and what the public saw.
The public saw a father of 2, an architect who commuted into New York City.
I'm an architectural consultant. I'm a troubleshooter.
He's a troubleshooter. Wow. So what that mean? The architect, and then he said troubleshooter. Okay.
He's on Long Island.
Heuermann appearing in this YouTube video a year ago, around the time investigators began to suspect he could be the killer, saying they zeroed in on him using DNA technology, his car, and cell phone data.
You hear that, people? DNA is car and also cell phone data. So I'm saying, if his car visit that place 13 years ago and today you break the case 13 years ago? From 13 years ago, you break the case on the vehicle. Wow. So he still have the same vehicle, people. He still have the same Chevy that they pick up. The one that they show you on the flatbed. They're taking away. What a dumb shit. So you have the Chevy from 2010. You have that Chevy on some kind of record to show that it involved in the crimes. And you pick him up today? Wow.
Authorities say cell phone records narrowed the area where the suspect could be.
When?
Detectives then looked to see who in that area owned a distinctive vehicle allegedly tied to one of the murders, a Chevrolet
people.
Avalanche.
It ties to one of the murder. How would it tie to the murder? As you could see the 1124 right there. You can flip it and you get your 911 right there in coding. That's how they do it.
Reducing the pool of possible suspects from thousands to dozens. More cell phone records allegedly tied Huerman's burner phones and the victims' phones to locations near
I'm going to ask you a question. How did you get the burner phone? How did you tie the burner phone to him? If it's a burner phone, and where did you get the burner phone that he already used? Where did you get it from? Did you find that and have it in those trash bags that you took out of his house? The whole wide world is a stage. That's what you need to understand. How come they get the cell phone, a burner phone, and know exactly who own it? That makes sense? This is 13 years ago, people. He still have the burner phone in his possession? Okay.
Office in Midtown Manhattan and Huerman's home in Massapequa Park.
That's his home. Look at his home.
This trash can outside the office is where police say they found pizza crust they used to take a DNA sample, matching it to DNA from a hair found on one of the victims. Huerman was arrested Thursday night. Now detectives trying to determine whether he might be linked to 6 other unsolved Gilgo Beach murders.
So it's all they're hoping, basically. They're hoping that they can tie him to the other 6 murders. Remember these remains that they find on the beach? These are different from the ones that supposed to be wrapped up in some kind of camouflage that they say they're charging him for. All those ones that wrapped up in camouflage. What about the one that you were sieving out on the beach? I told you, people, it's just a hoax. A hoax story to bring you another fake serial killer that they're gonna broadcast all over. You notice his face everywhere? Or you don't notice yet? Yes, it's another puppet they're putting on in the name of a serial killer. His name gonna be big for the masses. You understand? Just pay attention to all the fakery that they bring in the end times. I'm on the run. Bam.